back. Well, hello, Spawn. Indeed it is. Hey, NCK. Oh, let me see if I can set this here where I can get all the messages. Hope y'all are doing all right tonight. There's Jennifer again. Ark Living. How are you doing, my friend? Glad to see you up and out and around. Enjoyed your last few videos, brother. Well, Ricky is not in the best of thoughts right now. We found out Ange is a little allergic to the kitty. Rome. Traveling. Well, I hope that Rome is close to home. Where'd you go to Rome? Oh no, he ain't going nowhere, Jennifer. Wow. Well, that's good, I guess. There's lots to see over there, man. Trip all good. I'd have to assume that was a pleasure trip. I think things are wired a little different over there. Oh, don't get excited. Budapest. Quitting. And you ain't loaded no videos of these travels? Come on, man. You could give us a little quick 30-second short. Berlin ought to be interesting. Oh, hush. You done ran everything off within 10 miles. Are them your first travels outside of the U.S.? I wasn't gonna say nothing, but probably not, Steve. That's lots of flying. But if you enjoyed it, that's all good. France and a couple other places. Yeah, Lan always going to France. She's fixing to go back. That's okay, Spawn. Hang out and enjoy the fire. Yeah, Jennifer, I got a couple of mosquito magnets. I don't use them. I think she's supposed to go back over in a couple of months, Art. Yeah, you and me both. NCK mine will sit out here and just bark all damn night. They don't care. I don't really like going past the gate down there now, Art. Yeah, right, Jennifer. The boat is going to come long before the airplane, I can assure you. Yeah. I've about called it quits, Art. I'm done, man. I don't see the hope anymore. I was discussing that earlier. It's terrible, man. Shit, I'm probably the most American person way of thinking you'd ever meet. I mean, probably besides you, but I mean, hell, I'm almost damn ready to bail off the ship. There just ain't nowhere else to go. Yeah, police auction, rock bottom prices, right? I guess just pick your heel out here, you know. All right, Art, take it easy, man. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, I don't know which way things are gonna go. I'm kind of giving up on trying to figure it out. I know the direction we're headed ain't real good. And just like Art said, you know, it's kind of a worldwide thing. I mean, y'all guys up there in Canada, you're headed the same way. You know how most of Europe is heading. We know how most of the Middle East has been. I mean, how good could it be over in Southeast Asia? Asia, as far as that whole place goes. Every country is screaming on dead and all that kind of crap. Yeah, you can get pretty close, Jennifer. And that would be kind of the thing, and that is kind of something we've considered in on the boat is being able to go up where it's a little colder. Boats in the Caribbean ain't necessarily set up for to sail up north too far and get cold. And a lot of boats up north ain't set up to sail down in the heat of the Caribbean. There you go, NCK. It's just crazy, man. I don't know. It's a rabbit hole. It's got so many tunnels and exits and caves and ins and outs and ups and downs and traps that I wouldn't say it's part of the distraction figuring it out, but people either they have the eyes and the knowledge to see it or they don't. A lot of people just choose not to see it. It's screwing everybody, whether they want to admit it or not. I mean, it doesn't matter what anybody's telling anybody, no matter who's in charge. Look at what's happening in your daily life. Shit ain't getting no better. Insurance ain't getting no cheaper. Healthcare ain't getting no better. Rent ain't getting no cheaper. Materials and things aren't getting any better. They ain't lasting any longer. They ain't built like they used to be. You don't get customer service for the shit. You can't talk to a human on the phone. I mean, the list goes on and on and on about the doom and gloom. And, that's just a little bit of daily life that we have here in America. And that's the tip of the iceberg compared to what these sons of bitches are doing all around the world. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that we've let it get this far. I was listening to a guy the other day, talking about it. Hey, Blue Butterfly. I mean, I know you think the same way, NCK, Sam, all y'all guys I watch. Ain't nobody gonna stand up and do nothing. There ain't nothing we can do. They got the masses thinking, they're gonna go down there and vote and change any of the outcome. Hey, Teresa. Yeah, prices are ridiculous everywhere. And it's probably worse in most places than it is here in the US. And all of the shit that you go down there and buy at the store ain't good for you, which is only leading you back to big pharma and, years and years and years of medications and treatments and tests and, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in healthcare insurance. They're feeding that to us. Hey, Spawn, glad you made it back. They've got us all trapped in that system, man. I mean, we ain't going to change that system. People are going to change with that system. They've already got the younger generations. They ain't worried about most of the people that are going to listen to my chat or be in that room. I mean, we're the older generation. They can wait us out. They've been playing this guitar and this song for 100 years. What's another, 20 years on us that are 50 years old? You ain't gonna be able to do anything about it in another 20 years anyway. They've already got the younger generations. I mean, you get much younger than me. I've talked about it before, and you get into that video game era, computer era, everything digital, technology, cell phones. The world changed. In that era, in that decade, 40, 50 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, it'd be about 40 years, because hell, I'm fixing to be 54. When that digital age came in, it changed. They have the masses fooled NCK, and that's why, the few, the very, very minority of people that actually see, understand what's happening and what's taking place, and even, you know, just the percentage of people that see it and understand what's happening. There's even a smaller percentage of people that would do something about it. And an even smaller percentage of people that have the ability. Yeah, see, Spawn, you're still young. I mean, the generation I'm talking about didn't have a cell phone growing up. Most of us probably saw the invention of the cell phone. And the masses out there, whenever that technological advance happened, many of the kids from those younger generations lost that family connection because mom and dad were working and the kids were at home on the video game, on the computer, on the electronics. Hey, Red Leg, how's it going, man? I ain't seen you around in a while. Up late hanging out with us tonight. And that's when the generations really, the system really took over when those electronics came out because they became the babysitter. They became the escape for all of those kids growing up. Losing that face to face. Yeah, daycare, public school, all of it. Hey, old man. Oh, we just bullshitting, man. Just about how it's all changed, and our generation would, hope for it to go back to what it was. The younger generation don't remember what it was. How far we've come and all the goings on. We have all seen a lot, Red. Some of us a little more than others. But man, just in our lifetimes, in the last 50 to 60 years, hell, really just in the last 20, 25, there were things 25 years ago I never thought would have been happening today. Heat wave coming, right? All of it has made me lose more faith in the system because, through all of this technology that was supposed to make everything so much better, and, that's what we were told the last, 40 years. Oh, technology is going to make it great. Oh, cell phones are going to make it great. Oh, man, the computers, they're going to help so much. Oh, it's just going to be, everything, so much is going to get done. It's going to benefit society so much. And look what all of that advancement in the last 40 years has done to us. Has anything really changed other than the more control they've taken over us? The crap they feed us, the crap they tell us, the crap that we've agreed to pay for, the crap they're billing us for that we don't agree to pay for, yet they still take our money. Not only break down and need maintenance, hell, this new crap needs more, Jennifer. 30 years ago in the 90s, man, you could buy you a new Chevy truck and put 400,000 miles on that thing. All of that technology has really brought us to this point to where we, as a species now, are really fixing to face something that we had never faced before. All of this AI crap going on, man. There's all kinds of crap on YouTube about it and people making videos and stuff, but I can guarantee you, we are not seeing the good AI that they have. The quantum AI. Let me get some wood for the fire. Actually got a little chilly. All of that AI and computer stuff, and did y'all see today? I know it's been passed around the news channels for the last few days, but Trump's bringing up all of this talk about the aliens. No, I didn't get him spawn, but I'll be back down there tomorrow. We got all this alien talk, and now Trump done made some remarks on Air Force One about Obama, how he told classified secrets when he admitted aliens were real. I don't know if y'all caught that snippet today on the news or not. But I mean, Trump's basically sitting there admitting to you that, well, you know, Obama's already told you that they were real, and now Trump's told you that they were real because Obama's giving out, you know, national security secrets. They're pretty much telling you that they're real. So who knows what kind of rabbit they're going to pull out of the hat to try and pull off some kind of alien bullshit on us. It don't matter whether you believe or not. It's, you know, what kind of bullshit can they pull off? Yeah, those ain't cheap anymore, Jennifer. What's going on, Tony? We chitting-chatting about a fire. As much as it chilled off here in the last 30 minutes, I might have to build one inside. Ford Ranger. I don't know what to think anymore, guys. It's crazy. Whatever happened to Maduro? Anybody ever hear anything back out of him? What happened to all the talk about Greenland? Why'd all the war in Ukraine and Russia fade off of the news block? Too much to keep up with. Take it all in, decipher what little bit you want. Ain't none of it too good. The cogs in the wheel move forward. They move slow, but they move forward. It doesn't matter which cog you're riding, they're still moving forward. Hey, Texas lady. Y'all faring all right out there with the fires? What are you gonna put in it, Tony? A blown Hemi? Not yet, Jennifer. It has cooled off. I don't know how cold it is, but it's got to be down around 65 at least. I'm getting a chill. I was thinking about walking in there and getting my coat. But I can assure you, the air conditioner is on in Houston. It won't be much longer, and I'll have the ACs on here. But we ain't got no wind here in East Texas. Maybe it'll die down for them up there, and that'll help. That's probably close to what it's going to get to, Blue. Oh, no. 65 is getting chilly. Fire's feeling good now, though. Yeah, it'd be nice for it to die down. It's sure dry around everywhere. I'm glad you finally got all the bark out of you, Sugar. All four, 351. That'll be plenty. There's a Wendy. Did you sneak in on me, Wendy? That's because you've been fighting the government, Wendy. They're on to you up there. As long as the cotton fields don't catch on fire. There ain't too much cotton out there this time of year. Yeah, that Cash or Clunker's pretty much destroyed all of the decent old cars around. Well, they must be flying Lifeline out of Canton. I hear the helicopter. That's how it starts, Wendy. That's just like me. I know YouTube's got me tied down because you notice in my chat, I don't get any of them trolls from overseas. If YouTube's got your channel flagged here in the United States, they ain't going to show it in foreign countries unless those people are running on a VPN. There are very few foreign people that will come into my live. Well, there's 16, 17 of y'all in there now and only 11 thumbs up. Come on. most incubators you buy, Jennifer, ain't gonna hatch 40-ish at one time. You're gonna have to go with a commercial incubator. Uh, the one that we use the most of here on our farm is called Nurture Right 360. It's NUTURE RIGHT 360. It's got a clear dome over the top of it. It turns the eggs in there, and I think it will hold like 26. But I run 3 or 4 of those incubators is how I hatch a bunch of eggs. But they seem to be the most economical and reliable that we have used. You could get a commercial one for sure that would hold a lot more eggs, but the 40-ish on commercial side is going to be small. It's going to be more for like 200 eggs. Yeah, that Nurture Right 360, we've had pretty good luck with it. I picked up 60 eggs this morning. It's about time for me to start hatching again. Because I done hauled them home and hauled them to the neighbors and hauled them to the RV park, and I've hauled them to everybody that I know that needs eggs. Brooders, and most everybody just gets a little heat lamp, or you can get a heat pad kind of thing and put in there. They got little heat houses that you can put in there. Hey, Second Gen. Yeah, don't let them get you excited, Tony. That's the good thing about getting older and wiser, man. You ain't got to get excited about all that stuff anymore. They got all kinds of little things for brooders, Jennifer. Cage and a heat lamp. They need to stay warm till they get feathers on them. I'm going to be hatching this year for meat birds. I got the flock up big enough now where I'm getting 30, 40 eggs a day. So these next few hatchings that come out, they're going to be for a freezer camp. Oh, I hear you, Wendy. I don't blame anybody for wanting to try. It's just a matter of how hard do you want to yell. And who's really listening? Said the system already really has us. I mean, we can pretend and play like you're going to get away from the system, but I don't see how it's possible. I mean, I know people that are living off a bare existence, nothing. whether it be basically on the street or living in a car or off-gridding in a cabin. I know all of those people that are trying it. And the same thing applies to every one of us. We're all complying to that system. We have to. Yeah, there are ways that you can do less, but in the overall big scheme picture of things, we're all complying. You all got that driver's license, if you have a car, and all the things go hand in hand. You don't want to have a license, you don't want to have a car, that limits everything that you have the ability to do. You don't want to have a job, you don't want to pay taxes, that limits the ability of everything that you can do. You don't want to own a piece of property and pay property taxes, that limits everything that you can do. That's the thing, Tony. I mean, we got less days ahead of us than what we got behind us. And I don't want to spend those days worrying about things that I ain't going to be able to change. And, by the time my kids grow up and become part of this system and everything, it's going to change so much that whatever I tried to change ain't going to make no difference. I mean, things are really changing that fast. It's crazy. That's what I was saying a while ago. What we're seeing in this AI and robotics technology is, what we see as the public is very minimalistic, basic stuff. All right, the high-tech stuff that Amazon and the military and places that are implementing this stuff already, they're building these factories to run off of robots. All of these new AI data centers and everything, they're all going to run with robots. Yeah, you pay taxes on your house there, Jennifer. Not having a car limits the ability for you to do a lot of things, just like everybody else. You don't want to have those things. You don't want to own those things. That's totally fine. That's your choice. You can live that life however you choose to live it. I'm going to bend over and comply a little more and pay my insurance and pay my registration and pay my fuel taxes and I guess that convenience of my life. Hey, Eric, how's it going, man? Ain't none of their plans that they have going to be good for us. Ain't none of us in our whole lifetime seen them do anything good for us. Left or right, it doesn't matter. They've all gotten us into this 38, 40 trillion dollars in debt. They've all screwed the world the last 100 years. The plan, whatever you want to call it, hell, I don't know. I can't go complete carnivore there, 6Gen. I got a big garden out here, man, and I grow fruit trees and vegetables, and I appreciate you stopping by, man. You have a good night, too. I don't eat near enough of all the things that I'm supposed to be eating, but I sure do try. I do like a little rabbit food every now and then. All we can do is sit back and change with the world, guys. I mean, the herd is moving in that direction. And survival and instinct tells you if you don't move with the herd, you're going to be singled out. Yeah, I don't eat near as many veggies as I should, but I try. The thing is I like it fresh out of the garden. When I don't get it fresh out of the garden, it's a completely different taste for me. Even if I can it from the garden here, pulling it out of that can 3 or 4 months later is a different taste. It's still good, don't get me wrong, but it ain't like eating it right out of the garden. And you can't buy a damn thing in the store that tastes like anything garden homegrown. I don't get a whole lot of strawberries, but the purple little peas and the potatoes and the peppers and there's lots of other good things in there that it just don't taste the same. All of our fruit off of our trees, our citrus, it's I have a problem with heat. I keep them in the greenhouse and they just get too hot in there. They grow, but they don't produce very long. I need to set up some kind of automatic sprinkler system in there now. Y'all watch the fire a minute. I'm gonna go get something to drink. I ain't letting it get out of control over there, are you? What's going on, PH? Totally fine, man. Drag up a chair. Oh man, I wish I had a camera to show y'all this sky. It is a beautiful. Hard to tell what the hell is stars anymore, man, but they are out. Oh man. Yeah, I ain't seen PH in a while, man. What you been up to? Where you hanging out these days? Oh man, you ain't been around too much either. You going on some gold adventures or something? Did you ever do any good? It is clear. I sure wish I'd have been able to take some pictures of the skies down in South Texas when we had the river house, because that was just like, them skies down there in the hill country are some of the most beautiful I've ever seen. Uh-oh, I can hear some coyotes over there. You ever considered everything that they've told us, taught to us, been passed down to us thousands of years? We're supposed to be on this little spinny ball that's spinning around another little spinny ball that's got a whole bunch of spinny balls spinning around. And all of those balls are spinning around, rotating and flying through space at over, you know, 1,000,000 miles an hour, right? And through all of this time, no matter which way you want to believe, whether it's only been here 6,000 years or it's been here 6 billion years, you go out and look up in the sky, and it's them same stars that's been there that whole time. Through all of that spinning and moving and flying and shit flying around. Was all that flying and spinning and all that still going on? Oh man, that sounds pretty cool. Wyoming. What's PH doing? I missed his comment. All right. Oh, remodeling. Man, I'm sorry for you. Well, yeah, Texas lady, especially if the government's paying for some of it. What's the deal on that, old man? Do you gotta like rent or lease a claim out there, or you go on somebody else's claim, or what's the deal with that? Free stores. Are there actually any places that you can go and still find really, I mean, decent gold? You see all this stuff on TV about Alaska and stuff, but which part is a disaster waiting to happen? Am I missing some comments, or what the hell's going on here? Free grocery stores? How do I see that not working out too well? I'd say they'd be empty in probably an hour or so unless you put a limit on everything, and then that's not too free if you got a limit, right? How's that supposed to work out? Oh, right. Yeah, the taxpayers, they're going to pay for it, right? I hear you. Well, I can assure you there ain't nothing free around here. I'm surprised they don't charge you to go in the store. I think some of the Mondami, New York free stuff, is it? Yeah, that's kind of how that works out, PH. Well, what's the deal with that? You just, I mean, you go out there on state land or something where it's like free, or you got to pay for a claim, or what the hell's the deal here? I'm telling you, man. I think I've talked to y'all about this before about like going for like some serious gold, man. Let's do like a dredge or something. What can we? I mean, I got the mechanical know-how and skill to rig up some MacGyver stuff, man. I got scuba gear. I can rig up a dredge and a pump. I mean, phew. They frown upon all that dredging or something anymore. It seems like I was watching some guys went up to Alaska and got in a river and had a little dredge, and they just got out there and kind of dove around. And yeah, well, that's what we need to do is make us a machine, man. You got the know-how. You tell me how to do it, and we can get a machine made. See here, we need to move into all this technology, man. Production. I need to see pounds. I think that'd be a fun trip, man. I'd really like to do it. I figured with everything else, with the government getting involved and rivers and land and all that kind of shit, it's a lot different here in Texas. Of course, we ain't got no gold, but you just don't go out on people's land and start digging. If it's BLM, hell, now you're gonna deal with the state or the government or fees or permits or. It seems if you start hauling machines in there on the river, they start getting excited. They see dollar signs. But digging for some gold, I think that'd be fun. I want to live that dream, man. I mean, shit. Let's go to Alaska and load it all on a helicopter and go as far as the helicopter will take us on that river. I want to go out there where there ain't been nobody. Oh, don't worry, Jennifer. There probably ain't nothing in there, or it'd be swarming with excavators. That's what I'm talking about, old man. Alaska. Trust me, I could build a dredge. I guarantee it. I would start gathering junk today. Brave in check. Yeah. guys up there in Alaska go out there and dig around on the beach and get it. There's got to be coming out of that river somewhere up there. I probably ain't the first guy that thought that, though. Oh yeah, Cheddar. There definitely have to be some, protection unit involved. I ain't opposed to coming home with a bearskin rug. And you're right, with prices the way they are, it don't take much. I've heard you can go out there around, Arizona, I guess, in that area. That's what I'm talking about, Tony. Call him up and tell him you got a bunch of buddies who want to come up there and do some mining. Tell him we just a bunch of rednecks. We don't want to know what we're doing. We want to come play. Somebody's going to have to be on bear duty because I don't do bears. I don't think Sugar going to hold out too much against a bear. Oh man, you didn't even send us out an invitation. What's up with that? Tony going out to the gold rush, holding out on us. There's some good fake stuff going around now. I had my silver guy show me some fake stuff there last week that was pretty damn good. Prices down low, it ain't worth it for them to make all that fake crap. But when prices get up, boy, they start manufacturing that fake stuff. They probably could, Cheddar. I know they big. See, there's two things wrong with that sentence. For one, I don't need to be nowhere where there's polar bears, because that means the ground probably white, which the second reason why I don't need to be there. We going up to Alaska, we gonna have to go in the summertime. and not far enough where there's damn polar bears. I like the gold mine, but if I'm having a gold mine with polar bears, I might draw the line in the sand there. Arizona's sounding a lot better. What would be even better would be diving off the back of a boat down in the crystal clear blue water looking for sunken gold treasure ships. Well, that's one more than I've seen. Well, they got to know you got it first, Tony. See, you're going in playing by the rules. We be pirates out here, brother. I won't tell them if you don't tell them. Exactly. Man, there ain't no telling what's out there in that ocean. Just think about all the mining that they do on land. Now imagine all of the geological mining that they could do under the sea. I mean, because there's got to be gold down there in the mountains under the sea too, right? I mean, it's all the same stuff that was pushed up, so it's got to be under there. Yeah, Cheddar, I'd be out there freaking straining every freaking mile of that place, man. Oh, there's all kinds of lost treasures. Every few years, something will pop up with somebody finding something. Wasn't it some guy out here in California a couple of years ago found like $10 million in gold coins just walking along a trail, buried in a tin? That Lost Dutchman mine is still out there in the Arizona or New Mexico somewhere. New Mexico, I think. Yeah, hell, Cheddar, you ain't even got to go that deep, man. I mean, they're already mining those little nodules and stuff off of the seafloor, so I mean, it's just really a matter of time before technology and robotics makes it possible to mine underwater. I mean, in all honesty, the way a siphon works, once you Once you dig up into that mountainside, you know, you go vertical for a little ways and then horizontal. I mean, you'd think that shaft could be sealed off to where you'd be working actually in dry, you know. Yeah, Lost Dutchman. I remember stories of that from when I was a kid. There ain't no telling what's out there. Yeah, I saw that, Tony. A lot of stuff has happened with those shipwrecks. Most of the stuff around Florida, all of those salvage rights are actually kind of combined and put together, and the state of Florida sold all of that off to like one company that owns all of those salvage rights. And I know some of the down in the Caribbean, a lot of those islands and countries down there did that as well. They sold all of those treasure rights, what salvage rights, whatever they may be, to different companies. Yeah, there ain't no telling what they're mining down there, man, or how they're mining, or where they're mining. Oh, sugar, I know you hear the coyotes. Rough, rough, they ain't coming over here. It's crazy, and robotics and technology again is going to change all that. That's all going to advance in the future. Going to be crazy what we'll be able to do. There ain't no telling what we've already done or how far we've already gone. All those are national secrets. If you believe and see everything happening, look at all these damn. Just think how many rockets they've sent into space in the last 40, 50 years. Yeah, there's supposed to be a bunch of those nodule things out there on the seafloor, old man, that are like rich in nickel and a bunch of different elements. That's for sure, Cheddar. The more time we spend down there, the more shit we're gonna see. Not so much now, but in my younger days, I was an avid scuba diver, man, and I love the ocean. It's crazy the amount of life that is in the ocean. What's so neat about it, being a person that likes nature and being out in nature and stuff, you know, generally when humans walk out into the forest or into nature, the animals are afraid of people. You know, they know by smell and sight and all this other stuff to get away from people. Most animals just don't want to have anything, wild animals don't want to have anything to do with people. But I can assure you, when you jump your ass off of that boat into the big blue yonder, you are no longer on top of the food chain. And that shit under the water is not afraid of you. And there are many, 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 many things that can eat you, kill you, poke you, sting you, pin you, bite you, make you for a really bad day. Exactly, Jennifer. All animals are. I mean, for the biggest part, yeah, there's a few out there that get timid or used to people being around and you know, but I mean, for the biggest part, you go out into the woods and nature is afraid of mankind. They know, they see what we've done. Their instinct is to get away from us. And it ain't like that in the ocean. You are not in your element. You are not going to move near as fast or quick or have the vision. Your senses are not developed for underwater. Yeah, there was a hell of a stink going on about that treasure they found down there, Tony. Even if they had to give up a bunch of it, they still got a shit ton of money. You know, and all that treasure stuff that they found down there in that area. I mean, that's really a small area. I mean, you consider just Florida and the Caribbean. I mean, and how much treasure came out of that area. Imagine how much is strode out across the ocean floor between here and there. I was watching a video the other night about some German submarines that they found up there off the coast of, it was around New York or somewhere out there. It was about 50 miles out there off the coast, and you know, according to all the records and the research, and everybody agreed, and you know, it's been 50 years, 60 years since they had signed all and sealed all these records that all of those German U-boats were accounted for. And that particular one was supposed to have been sunk off of Gibraltar. And I'll be damned if it wasn't 50 miles off of our coast up there. Yeah, Tony, did you see that, man? That was a pretty cool little video. Took them guys years and years to verify that that was the submarine, but apparently one of the divers picked up a knife off of that sub that identified it. So again, you know, what they tell us and what we know, it's the tip of the iceberg, man. All this alien talk in the last few months, who's to say? You know, the damn government could come flying in on some of their ships that we, the people, haven't ever seen, and you know, it's going to look all great and UFO-y and alien-like to us because we ain't ever seen that technology. They're going to come strolling up out of there with, you know, the latest fandangle of this AI robot that they got that's going to look just like an alien to us because we ain't seen none of that crap. And they'll be able to pull off that alien show no problem at all. Go get the cow, sugar. Yeah, that'd be a good trade. There ain't nothing surprising me anymore. Hell, there could be mermaids. At this point, it would not surprise me. Yeah, exactly. We don't know what the hell they got going on. I can assure you, they're probably 50, 75, maybe 100 years ahead of what we see. Just like you were saying earlier. I mean, shit, cars ain't changed in 100 years. We still driving gasoline engines, you know, big cars. Ain't no reason to change none of that. Big oil, that's big money. Oh no, Cheddar, they got good underwater metal detectors, man. They're made for scuba divers. They ain't cheap, but they work underwater good. But man, it is a lot of ground to cover. Well, thanks for stopping by, Tony. I appreciate it, man. Hope you get to feeling better and don't worry about too much, brother. It's just like taking a metal detector down on the beaches of Florida, man. It's a lot of ground to cover. Now you're trying to cover that same ground underwater, scuba gear on. There's a lot more ground underwater to cover than there is on that beach. I'm just a scuba diver, Wendy. I ain't rescued, and it's been a long, long time since I've been scuba diving. I still got all my gear that would need to be certified and cleaned and everything. But I kept it. I dug it out a couple of years ago, and all the computers and everything went bad because I didn't take the batteries out of them. But I did enjoy it. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's the same with me, Wendy. It's probably been about 25 years. But I'd love to do it again. I'd roll off the back of the boat tomorrow if I could. It really is just so beautiful under the water. People that like nature and like being outside, it's just it's a whole nother experience. Yeah, 17, 27. No, sugar, there ain't nothing out there. We're disturbing the peace and get over here. Get over here and lay down. You out there raising hell for nothing. Go over at the wood pile and get some more wood. Make yourself useful. Oh, there's a lot out there, Jennifer. One of the last scuba trips that I did was in Cozumel, Mexico. And I got video of a friend of mine that was scuba diving with us. Guy was about 6 foot, probably weighed about 200, 210. Big guy. And I got pictures of him swimming next to a lobster that's actually bigger than he was. Man, Cheddar, you ought to do it, man. It's great. Yeah, pH, that'd be nice, man. Because really, after about an hour underwater, I'm ready to get out anyway for a breather. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, anything really 40 feet and less, you get deeper than 30 or 40 feet and you lose most of that color anyway. So most of the cool stuff you're going to see is, 40 feet or less, 30 feet. But now getting to places that are not destroyed or not torn up or not all touristy trapped, and just so much crap to even go dive is what I've heard the problem is. Oh yeah, there's big stuff. I've seen eels bigger around than a 5-gallon bucket, probably 15 feet long. I never did do any spearfishing, PH, but that seems like it'd be fun. As many medicines and things that we have collected and made and harvested from the animals on land. I mean, they've dabbled with a few animals in the sea, but there are so many more. And it's just like on land, the extinction rate today is like, 500 or 600 species go extinct every day. It's the same way in the ocean. I mean, they're destroying the ocean so fast. So many things are dying off. So many things we don't even know about. It ain't that bad, Cheddar. That's why you stay shallow, man. 30, 40 feet, you ain't got to worry too much about that. And it ain't that bad. I mean, most of the stuff under the water ain't afraid of you, but it really don't want to mess with you anyway because it doesn't see you as food. And that's all everything under the water is doing, is just surviving. But it's crazy to see all that different life. There's a lot of it down there, and just, what you see, you can stay within 10 square feet in a coral reef and not see it all the whole hour you're underwater. But everything there, it'll bite you, fin you, poke you, sting you, poison you. It's a rugged place. The survival of the fittest. Oh, sugar. You just ain't gonna give up tonight, are you? Got a few hazy clouds. Gonna block out that beautiful sky. Yeah, that's about as deep as I got. Windy, 120, 130 feet on regular scuba gear. You can easily get that 130 down there off Cozumel. Oh no, Cheddar, you don't ever leave your dive, buddy. There again, you got to be prepared, man. You carry a knife and stuff with you. Yeah, it happens all the time. I mean, it's dangerous. There again, the world is a dangerous place. You play with that venomous snake, and you're liable to get bit. Well, thanks for stopping by, old man. Come back by. Well, it's 11 now, and I don't want to walk over there for more firewood, so I might have to call y'all tonight, too. We don't breathe underwater too well, that's for sure. Yeah, Leering series centers. Of course not, Cheddar. Now, if you try and do that, you know, they'd be down on you hard and heavy. They'd have you under the prison next week. Only the professional scammers can do that to the government now. You know better than that. Us legal tax-paying citizens can't cheat the system. Oh, it'll burn out. It's sitting there in that metal pan. Check that blue pipe. Make sure you got good ventilation going through it. Which it's really cold up there, so it should take it a minute to get that cold air out of that pipe, but smoky ain't good. I wish you'd bark at something worthwhile. Oh, cool, PH. Yeah, man. I'll try and check it out. Drop your link to your channel over there. Hang on, that's moving way too fast. Oops, hang on. Don't push the wrong button. No, Cheddar. I do stare off into the fire. Yeah, make sure that pipe's working. Thanks, Texas lady. I ain't too much into the cave diving myself. But I want to go over there and check out PH's video. My cave diving is kind of like that airplane. I get claustrophobic. Make sure your flue's operating. Your damper in there. Heat rises, it's got to go out that pipe. It don't go out the pipe, you got bigger problems. Y'all are cold as hell up there, and I noticed that on mine. It takes it a minute to get that cold air out of that pipe flowing up. Well, once that cold air is out of that pipe, it should create a vacuum through there. But I'm no professional wood burner. Yeah, smoke ain't too good. They got a fan on it, an integral fan built into the stove. May have just been a couple of wet pieces of wood. Ah, no fan. Interesting. Well, you'll know pretty quick if it's a continuous problem, especially if you've been burning it every day. Something changed in there. Yeah, mine's got them things on the side that you can open it up and get some air in there. I always just crack that door on the front. It's got a adjust thing on it. It always does better with that door open a little bit, gets a little more air in there. Of course, it burns through the wood faster, but Mr. Cool, what's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a while, buddy. How are things going in your neck of the woods? It's amazing how many damn people you watch and then freaking YouTube don't give you the feed anymore. I ain't seen one of your videos in a while, Joe. I have to get back over there and check you out, freaking YouTube. Lady trying to get in there where it's warm, Cheddar. When I first built the farmhouse out here, before I got it all walled in, man, I had a wasp invasion. I bet there were 10,000 of them in the house. She ain't got one in there. She been burning it every day. They ain't had time to build one in there. I made a video on it, but it was crazy. There was 10,000 of them in there. I had wasp killer spray cans. I had freaking bug bombs in there, man. I never seen that many wasps. And I don't know how they got in either. I never found a hole in the whole damn house of spray foam, so a few days of bug bombs and wasp killer, I got them all. They ain't never come back, but man, I don't know where they came from, but they thought they was having a party. Yeah, I guarantee you, when you go back and look on them videos, man, I guarantee you there were 5,000 of them in that house. The whole ceiling, it's got that spray foam, that yellow kind of spray foam in it. is before I got up all the interior, and the whole top of that ceiling of that house is just covered black with wasps. They were all in the corners, up in the gable ends. Man, it was crazy. All my ceilings all open anyway. I mean, I just put tin over that damn foam, so I mean, it's pretty much an open vaulted gable ceiling. Yeah. Them red wasps don't play around. The bad thing about them boys are they can sting more than once. You gonna get your last barks in, sugar? All right, guys, it's late enough for me. Thank y'all for hanging out, chit chatting, hanging by the fire. I appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoyed. Give y'all a minute to say y'all's good nights. Yeah. I must have damaged the population when I took care of them all in the house, 'cause they ain't been as bad. Yeah, Cheddar, you too, man. Stay safe up there. Jennifer, you stay warm, windy. Fight the wind some more. And bless everybody on all these fires. Hopefully they'll get better. Lord knows we don't need it in this part of the world. Y'all stay safe. Take care. Yeah, you too, PH.